Hi Hashes, how are you doing? Good evening, sir. Okay, let's get this party started. Screen mode 64480, I seem to recall. Could probably go higher than that, but can I save? No, okay. Enter the MYST. I'm pretty good, Ashes, thank you for asking. Oh, I've put 640 by 480. Yeah, donkey. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? I've ballsed it up already. That's my pleasure. Red show. F off. Okay, that. God damn it. Oh, well, let me reboot, because I can't get to the bloody... Oof, makes you mad, doesn't it? 640 by 480, folks. That's the way forward. So, how are we all this evening? Good, I hope. Oh, did I, Ash? Okay. Oop. Liam, hi folks. How you doing, Lee? Are you okay? Hope you're having a good evening. Let's have another go at MYST. We may be possible to play it one day. MYST. Okay, MYST. Don't you mess me about. 644.80. Yes. Go. There we go. And we're away. Please disregard the first 3 minutes of the stream. It was a technical error. Please don't adjust your set. I'm sure everyone remembers MYST, don't they? High res for MYST. Ooh. I do remember playing this on a 68040, I think, with some kind of graphics card in the olden days. I think I even ran it off CD. Lee says the game is from the end times of the 80s. I'll start again. The games from the end times of the Amiga as a gamer's machine are interesting. Late 90s stuff. Yeah, I agree. This was when games were interesting.
Hitting falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my MYST book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Ooh, exciting stuff. The end has not yet been written. More game music. MYST is from 1993. Well done, more music. Thank you very much. Ooh, do I click on the book? I don't remember. It seems I do. Look at this, FMV. We'll be playing Mega Race next. Liam, on the PC it was 93. Yeah, it sounds about right. I don't know when the Click Boom release was. That might have been a year or two later. Remember there being two brothers, weren't they, fighting or something? Here we go. Ooh. Look at that, folks. Oh, Lee says it was more like 97 on the Amiga. Was it? So long. Ooh. Good evening, Glenson. Glenson says, good evening, everybody. How you doing, Glenson? You okay? Ooh. That's the correct date, says More Game Music. Oh, well done, guys. Now, as I recall... Okay. Settings, dimensional imager. Yes, I'm fine, Glenson. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well, sir. You doing alright? Well, let's go for a little wander around MYST before we start playing with the game. Oh, it's much better on hard drive. I remember the disc spinning like crazy. And this used to be a... Ooh. 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 It used to be a disc-based game. Look at those trees. They're almost real. Catherine. I've left for you a message of utmost importance. In our four-chamber besides the dock, enter the number of the marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Artus? Liam, I think Shadow of the Third Moon was out the same year as this. Well, I don't know. I never played it. Ooh. Fantastic. I could do with a bit of dental work. I've got a bad tooth. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Back to the Future. So that would be, what was it? Anybody remember what Back to the Future settings were? Ooh. Ooh. 1985. Oh, balls. I'm gonna ball that. Ooh, spaceship. Very Flash Gordon. But alas, no string. Damn. Ooh. I think I would have been pretty damned impressed if I'd seen this back in the Amiga 500 days, running on a whatever the CD drive was called. Was it a 570 or a 590? Can't remember now. Been in there, haven't we? Been in there. Well, this oh, bugger off, Roadshow. I'm in deep gaming here. Well, I suppose we better start doing some of the puzzles. Ooh. Don't remember what, I mean, obviously that's a sunken ship of some kind, but I don't remember what it was for. Anyway, let's try and do some of the puzzles then. See if we remember. Is there a sequence, guys, to playing this? I don't remember. It's been so long, so many years, so many beers, so many late nights. I'll go down. Down there. Can't go that way. Okay. So these are valves and switches, aren't they? We have some kind of instruction here. Okay, whatever that means. Let's see if we can work it out. Glenn says, never played the game. You never played MYST? Oh my dear sir. You can't walk around, you can only press the button. Now then, you have to do something to turn the valves. What is it? Nothing in there. You can't go that way. You can only do this. Very interesting. I'm going to cheat and look it up. Because I'm a cheaty so-and-so. Okay, MYST walkthrough. MYST the adventure game. MYST Island, you start off on the dock. This will be your base for much of the adventure, so take time to look around. You should be able to see a sunken ship, a massive gear wheel, planetarium, a library, a spaceship, a model ship surrounded by 8 pillars, an underground generator room, a wooden hut with a furnace, a tree surrounded by a stone, and a clock tower. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't see any of those. Let's go have a little look, so we can find a clock tower and a tree and various other bits. And indeed bobs. Okay, sunken ship. Can't go... Oh, there's the tower. I remember that, kind of. Can't go that way. But go this way. Up there. This way, this way. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, we can go that way. Aha! Liam, try playing Olaf Flight. I think that was 1998. Maybe the worst beat 'em up on any platform ever, but good for a laugh. Well, that sounds fair enough. Ooh, oh, sunken model shippy thing. Okay. Now I seem to remember some FM. Ooh. More game music. I remember playing this, Seventh Guest and Under a Killing Moon. Yeah, they were all very similar. I don't know if it was the same studio, was it? No, Virgin Games did Seventh Guest, didn't they? There's a valve. Ooh, there's a... Oh, hello. There's a creature. Hello, Mr. Flutterby. How are you today? Ooh. This would have impressed me hugely, I'm sure. Okay, max power, guys. Generator switches, power to spaceship, power. Ooh, okay. So we've got the left one is 99 power, but we've got no power to the spaceship. So presumably we have to power the spaceship, which is fair enough. Now I do remember the library because you opened a book and I think a face spoke to you in the library. Or something like that. Okay. That seems to do zip. Can I go that way? No. Nope, 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 nope. Well, we've powered something up. Though I fail to know what. Ah, the library. Here we go. I remember this. Tower rotation. Okay, if you say so. Okay. Ooh. Not if I was supposed to do that. Ah. Hello. Michael. Big bum. Bring me some red pledge. Furniture polish?
I can't see.
I haven't got the webcam on. Pardon? Bloody digital TV is rubbish. Okay, sunshine, if you say so. There's a... Ooh, funky. Seventh guest all the way. To the library. Ah. Excellent. Ooh. Bioshock before Bioshock, I fear. tower. Splendid. The tower is closed. More Game Music asks which is your favorite Amiga game. Mine would be probably Defender of the Crown, purely because it was the game that made me buy an Amiga back in want an Amiga back in 1986, but I had to wait until 1988. And it was the first time I ever bought a computer because of one game. But strangely, that is a theme that's continued even to this day. I bought a PS4 so I could play The Last of Us remastered, and I bought the Xbox 360 to play Gears of War. Liam, I believe part of MYST's licensing deal with ClickBeam was that they had to stick with QuickTime for the video FMV, which was slow for the 90s Amiga. Yeah, there was a video on the disc, I think, on the ClickBoom version, where they talked in great length about how they had to compress the video a huge amount. Ooh, fancy pants. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoyed it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red, long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore tomorrow. Hi, Skull Gannon, how are you, sir? The More Game Music says, I think Defender is better on the C64 or the CD-TV version. It is. The CD-TV version is particularly good. I have had to return home due to the unpredictable natural occurrence, more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by a terrible shaking in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a MYST linking book with me when I return, in case the one I left here has been damaged or destroyed. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not reading all this. It's ridiculous. War and Peace. Well, I have decided 3 meters is not enough support. Amazingly strong. Okay. And there is, Ooh, there's some keys to play. 51423. Remember that, John? There's a map of something. What about the green book? Ooh. I've called this age Channelwood. And it is very... Oh my good God. It's ridiculous. Ooh, beautiful drawings there. Ooh. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. Good old Emmett. What a guy. Oh, I do like the sketches. Stone Age. Constellations. Oh, these are the... Okay. These are the things on the pillars, the columns. Anyway. Enough of this mumbo jumbo. Ooh, the burnt book. Ah, yes. Okay. Oh, finished playing. What about that one? Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures. And it was. Okay, fair enough. Well done, you. Done that one. Done that. Oh no. Ooh. Okay then. How you doing, Skull Gannon? You okay? Has the snow finally cleared from sunny Glasgow?
Serious? Are you? See you. You know. No. Ring. Blue pages. Never. Pages. I must have the blue page. Bring them to me.
Okay. Hello. Oh, more videos.
Why?
It is I, Leclerc. No. Okay, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. There was a map, wasn't there? Does the map say anything? That's curiosity. Where was the map? You there? You were there. Tower of rotation. Tower rotation. Oh. Okay. Okay, we seem to have some rotating towers. Okay. Hello, boat. Rotating tower. That would be... Hang on, I'm confused. That would be over there, wouldn't it? Would that be this? Perhaps. Let's see. Let us see. John says, I didn't know MYST ever came out on the Amiga. First time I saw it was on my mate's Mac before I got a PC. Yeah, it was, as I've just been told, 97. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, balls. Oh, I'm just going to close the door. Oh, bollocks. Get back. Get in there. Oh, I can't. Can I? What's that do? Light switch. Ah, okay. Oh, you've got to guess the constellation, have you? John says, yeah, snow just about all gone. Yeah, but it was chaos, wasn't it? Oh, so do you have to... possibly not. Don't know what that means. Okay, fair enough. Well, there's a lot of stars. Can't even remember what the object of the game is. Oh well, never mind. Okay. I vaguely remember that the room by the dock is where you start first, which is in there. Now I thought we could drain the water and play with the gauges, valves or whatever they are. Okay. Topographical extrusion test 40, water turbulent pool 67, marker switch diagram 47. The hell does that mean? Could have sworn these are dials. Oh, obviously there's something I have to do first, but I know not what that is. Turn the big wheel. No? We've got power now, haven't we? Well, I think I really need to read up how the hell you play this bloody thing. Ooh, ladders. Well, I've never seen those before. Zzz, zzz. Ooh. Well, I ain't never seen that before. Well, there's no power to the spaceship. Ooh, there's ladders. Are there ladders there? Maybe not. So clearly I'm trapped in this world and I have to solve the problems to get out. I've left for you a message of the utmost importance in our 4-chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve your message. What? On the dock. Okay. It's got to be here, isn't it? I could swear. I won't swear, but I could swear that you did something here. No. Well, something's happening there. The water's boiling or something. Anyway. Ooh. What does that do? Absolutely zip. That's what that is. Absolutely nothing. Okay, fair enough. Well, I think this concludes that after 20 years I cannot remember how to play MYST, which in truth is no surprise. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I shall read up how to play MYST, and I'll probably give it another go another day. Of course, click the zip mode. Ooh. What's that mean? No, don't know what it means. Drop a page. Okay. Will it save? Seemingly it does. Exit the game. Okay guys, well I think that'll do. Clearly I have no idea how to play MYST, which doesn't surprise me in any way. I used to be able to play it. I'm sure you could play with the dials in the dock and something happened. But I don't know what. Like I say, it's been 20 years. But there you go. Okay guys, that is MYST on the Amiga Vampire. As you can see, it runs beautifully. Ooh, making of MYST. Okay, let's make MYST. Let's make big MYST. Okay, perhaps not that resolution, maybe. What can we play it in? 644/80. Let's try that. Oh, that might be better. Perhaps this is where I've got the memory of the guys talking about the compression methods for the video.
Probably the design, the whole design process is one of the funnest parts of what we do. MYST was different because right up front from the beginning, we had to sit down and spend a good month or over a month. It was about a month and a half. Every day just designing all the worlds, all the everything involved with it. Sitting down and going over puzzles and whether or not they'd be too hard or too easy, and whether or not they fit with the story, because there was so much story that was being developed at the same time. Right. It could kind of open up to the side where the so we'd extend the gameplay by having just the depth, the depth in the amount of places to explore. I mean, just so vast that you just felt like it was going on forever. And so we just go back and forth, and you wouldn't believe some of the stupid ideas that we Robin ends up coming up with.
MYST Island. This is where we film incredible movies. This is our incredible blue screen. Blue screen. This is a blue screen table. Real high quality production. That's a dictionary on the table. I think it was $19.95 on sale. Special deal of $19.95. Yeah, we really got a good deal on it. It's regular at $99.
Ran and I have always been very much into the detail of things, the richness of things, and so When we did MYST, we wanted it to be a very rich environment and a very detailed environment. And graphically, that meant a lot of work.
We are using a computer, in essence, to build sets. The stuff that we're doing for MYST basically has to be fully realized in order to move a sort of a virtual camera around this kind of virtual set. You take a camera and you place it in various positions in order to move, say, from one room to another or down a hallway. It's just a sequence of camera shots that are taken in a computer that end up looking photographic and end up helping, end up allowing the player to really believe that they're sitting in this world.
For example, if we're building a room, we tell the computer, okay, a wall goes in this place, and another wall goes here, and the floor goes here, a desk goes over here, and the desk has this wood surface, and it has these little gold handles in the front, and it has a carving in the front of the wood, or inlaid wood at this part. We would build an incredible amount of detail into our models. It was a time-consuming process. It meant that we would include everything up to the tiniest little screw or nail.
I started off kind of seeing it from an artist perspective. I would look for the most interesting scene that I could come up with. But the problem I ran into was that every time I made it look interesting, it didn't work for the interface because it was unrealistic. I mean, you don't look at everything as a composition. When you're walking through a room, you're either just walking through a room or you're stopping and staring at everything. And the hardest thing for me was to try to make that transition from trying to make everything look really pretty, composed, and make it work as far as interface goes.
When we first started out, we had really no idea how we were going to be able to create these landscapes, especially how we were going to be able to create terrains where we specified what we wanted the terrain to be shaped like. We came up with a way to create a terrain by basically painting the terrain in grayscale, a large picture of the terrain in grayscale. The light areas of that grayscale image would represent the areas of the terrain that would lift up very high. It would be very high, like a mountain or a hill, for example. We would bring that grayscale image then, simply bring it into Stratavision and extrude it in Stratavision, and voila, there we had our incredible terrains. We needed to put some sort of texture on those to really bring them to life.
Okay, that's fascinating, guys. By God, they waffle on a bit, don't they? Making of MYST. Did I click on? Didn't click on that one, did I? Oh, that must have been that one. What's the biggest? Oh, there it is. So yeah, 1997, you're quite right. 1993 initially. 1997 for PXL and click boom. Okay, Mr. Amiga version 1.1. Fair enough. Read me. Cyber graphics only. AGA is tuned too slow. Yeah, AGA was too slow. But there you go. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Have a pleasant evening, and I'll see you in the next stream, I hope. Take care now.